Hello and welcome back to the Midwest Mainline. We're sat here staring out at Grand Rapids there. Behind us is not Bloomington, it's Hibbing. I have some, how should we call it, editing to do in the naming of things. It's not that Bloomington have been paying me to advertise their city everywhere else around the map, but it looks a bit like that, doesn't it? That's probably where we've got most of our money from. Talking of which, look at that. I was going to say 700 million, but did you see our finances? We just lost a fortune. Let's get rid of that, shall we, so we can't see it. It's busy out there, isn't it? Absolutely busy. In fact, we can turn them both off, can't we? There we go. Both of them are off. Our factories are busy. Over there, this one has expanded. Hibbing Steel Mill. Look at that. No doubt that's going to get busier and busier as we hook everything up. It was a lot of you were quite happy with us. Oh, look at the little carts. We're quite happy with us taking trucks down all the way to the steel mill. It's quite a distance. We'd have to do some new roads. There's a bit of a challenge for us because these are not cutting it. Not only that, it's not actually connected. There we go. So there's a bit of work there. However, today we've got an easier thing to do. First, at least, we're getting straight into it today, aren't we? It's nearly 1971. In fact, it'll be 1971 very, very soon. I would like to separate our two trains here. If we go... Actually, no, Grand. What should you do? You've made a mess of your buses down here. This one. Bloomington train station. That's a journey. You're telling me that we're going to go all the way down here? No, we're not. No, we're not. Absolutely not. Let's just edit it, shall we? There we go. There's another one too. This is Hibbing train station. Yay. It's all fixed. And what's the other one that I have been meaning to change for so long? This one. Is it this one? Bloomington to Minneapolis. That was its original name. It's not anymore, is it? It's Minneapolis. Well, we could say Grand Rapids to Minneapolis. That would work. Grand Rapids. Guys, finally. What do we... Oh my days. We have Metro liners. The one of them is an EMU. It's got a mast sticking up there and an arm. That's not what they're called. I can't remember the actual name for them. But yes, could we get rid of the diesels finally? That's a bit distracting, isn't it? Which means electrifying all of this. Well, I say one step at a time, don't you? I did say we were going to hook this up today. In order to do that, what do we need? We need to lay some tracks because it stops here and it's going to extend this junction. However, this one isn't too busy and we might multi-purpose this one, as I've mentioned before. However, more than what I originally planned. We could indeed take the goods from here over, although you did want to see a ship. The ship could go in like that and then we'd need some sort of trucking route. The other option is, once this is hooked up, because we've got the tracks here, I was thinking of cutting across like so, and then in there with a train station around here somewhere. They could take it up to here. That'd be awkward. It would mean crossing the passenger line again. Should we hook this up? Because we need to put it in. At least we can get plastic underway and created. And this looks like it should be a good spot for a dock. Yes. No, it's not, is it? Not at all. For a train station that's a terminus. And we'll make it a terminus, I think. It's so deceiving. I expect to click on these and then be absolutely huge. And then we should think about doing some... Not high speed, we don't need that yet. I do want to make it maximum though, just in case. I don't know how much we'll actually need. Or indeed where it's going to sit. Should we have a look at the lie of the land? Just there looks about fine, doesn't it? Could we hook into it? Maybe? I don't know where it'll best sit. We could hook into it here at the road. That would make sense. Just there somewhere. And then we've got a sharp turn. On this edge, still connects. Oh, I like that. Yes. No catenary. Get in there. I kind of like that better. Because that, to me, looks like it connects up. Do you reckon we should electrify the line? I lost my train of thought. You're welcome for that. And... oh, you could come in here, couldn't you? Oh, distracted again. Yeah, I lost my train of thought. I'm partially thinking about the electrifying of the passenger line at the very least. It's all sorts of tempting, isn't it? We don't need to do anything else to this, do we? Oh, that's a bizarre noise. No, we're connected. That's it. So we've got to just divert our train over here. And I'm going to say coming out of here isn't a bad idea, except I just realised something. Our train might get longer, which means we'll be blocking that. However, coming into here looks like a thing for us, or off of here at the very least. I mean, we could branch off from, say, here. None of that. I mean, that should do us, right? This is flat, this section. And then we can just move that signal. That's my idea. This is what we're going with. We'll have it double tracked. And then we'll just move this signal back a touch. There we go. That'll work for us, won't it, guys? That'll work. And then we can have one there. And one there. And we'll need one here. Which we have up there. Brilliant. Okay. Well, technically, our trains currently don't occupy this platform. If they ever need to, we can think about shifting it around the outside of the platform there. Okay, stage 1 done. Let's head it off up to our... what is that place? What's the actual name of it? Because it's not just chemical plant. There we go. We'll head it off to our chemical plant. And hopefully it shouldn't be too much of a problem. Oh, you've missed it by a mile there, Mr. T. An absolute mile. I didn't think it was going to be there. We might as well go from up here then, right? And try and figure out where we're heading. Let's send that round. I mean, 60 miles an hour seems quite good to me. Could we just slot in from here? See how it looks? Because we can redo that. Possibly. Yeah, let's put it in there. Although it doesn't look too bad. Well, it does, doesn't it? That's awful. Get rid of this. We'll do it in a second. Right, like I said, I would like this double tracked from after the crossing, I think. No, just before the crossing, just here. I think that'll work. We're only ever really going to have one train doing this, so I don't think it matters too much. The speed decrease, we're going to slow down to 60 anyway, so we might as well do it there. Then we can redo this crossing. It's unlikely we're ever going to use this public transport or private transport. That's not the one you want though, is it? See, we can make a little section here. You want the country road that's similar. Like that. That should give us a nice flat crossing. And we can redo the wiggly road up here and gently go up there. Well, it doesn't matter how we go up there, really, does it? We can just head up there. There we go. And we'll follow it the way it was before. And then once we're connected in, we can just upgrade the wigglies. There we go. Done. We have a road. Well, not quite. Need to connect this up. Because this is just like an access road of sorts, isn't it? I'll just go with the tree line. It's already there for you. Do we like that? I mean, for something that's never going to be used. Shall we upgrade it anyway? There we go. All of it. Done. Beautiful. Just like that. I like our little station here. It's out of the way. It shouldn't interfere with Bloomington, which is growing. How is our town coping with its influx? Well, traffic is apparently a bit rubbish. Which one's this one? Traffic. Why? What's up with the traffic? It looks fine to me. Do we have any congestion? Because this is our stops. They're fine. What does this mean? What do you mean it's only good? Ah. Rating from very poor to very good. Well, that's great. Does it tell us what that means? Just private transport by the looks of things. I don't know, guys. I don't know why that is classed as poor. It might be because this is the only road out of town. And these are not connected. Do you know, that's entirely possible. That might all change then. Once we get in a fantastic freeway. Yeah, that might change. That'll be something to look out for, wouldn't it? Why are they struggling with emissions? Because your buses are like ancient. Look at the state of that. That's not a bus I would like to get on. But you know what? We have goldfish bowls or something. Goodness me. Yeah, you're not making any money, but you never were supposed to. Let's manage these vehicles and get you some new vehicles on there. Replace... Oh, we got these. Man, SL 192s. Yeah, why not? Well, actually, emissions 70, 72. These are lovely, aren't they, for around town? Let's do that then. Let's see how those look. There's your new buses. I think the trams are okay. Mediocre. That'll do for now. Hello, bus. Where are our buses? There he goes. There he goes. They're in red. They're alright, aren't they? Look, it says Bloomington on the front. I like that. I mean, it's a bit flashy. I don't know why that happens, but it is. I've got a bit of a cough today. Awkward. But anyway, there we go. And we're going to colour them. All of these are going to be the blue colour. That's the maintenance. Which is that one. There we go. How do they look coloured? Wonderful. They're our new buses, guys. And for the 70s, that looks appropriate, doesn't it? So we've got this in. We've got a lacking of signals right now. But we can change that. Again, they're not really needed because we're not going to have many trains heading up this way. But we'll put them in. Or, yeah, we'll leave that block as is. I don't expect any trains waiting up there. I know, I keep looking at these. Ready for electrification. We're going to have to do the whole lot. It should be a bit of fun, right? I'm kind of looking forward to that. So let's redirect one of our trains here. Because we're taking everything we absolutely can from here. There's never anything left on the platform. So what I'd like to do is actually change this line. The problem is I don't really want to do that until it gets to the next station. That's a bit of a steep climb, isn't it? But how... What are these? These are the 9000s, aren't they? They do a good job, don't they? 47 miles an hour, you're just steaming up there. Although you don't have the new wagons on yet, you could probably be doing quite a bit faster. Yeah, your condition's bad, but we don't actually mind that due to the fact that our... Oh, what is going on today? 65 mile an hour. These have to go on. They have to go on. It's almost like CSX colours. Well, okay, the day is just going by too fast now. Just hold on a second. Slow that down. Slow your roll. Well, you know what these are going to be, don't you? I think they're going to be the big old diesels that we just saw there. Why not? These will be the first candidates. I mean, it's old. We do need some new wagons on there. Should we build it? Let's do it. Can we do it before they get round? I'm going to do both of them. And we want to literally change these, don't we? What is the capacity? We want to get to 252. Well, we don't need to quite get there because these are going to be faster trains. They can only do 75 though due to the wagons. But they're only going to be able to do 65 due to the diesel. So let's pause that. Shall we build us our first big 1972 diesel? He's definitely a freight train, isn't he? Let's replace vehicles. We want locomotives only. In fact, we want diesel only. Here we go. EMD SD42. I believe I've driven one of these in Train Sim World. Sort of. I like them. This is happening, isn't it? Absolutely. Get on there. What is the power compared to the 9000? That's the, let's see. 4,079 horsepower, 92k pounds per foot tractive effort. And what is the 9,000 is what's currently on there. Well, you know, it doesn't have the power. You're not quite up to the task there, Mr. Man, are you? We might need to put him, I'm taking it back, guys. We might actually need to put him somewhere like where it's flat, not where it's doing all these hill climbs. I'm trying to think of some good places where that could be. There are some. Let me think on that. What about this electric one? You see, you don't really have the power for the hills either, which I'm a little surprised of. I mean, you definitely don't. You're just shunting stuff around. It's sort of tempting though, isn't it? I guess we don't have... No, we are. We're doing the Hibbing climb. Guys, we'll do that another time. I still want to replace these, don't I? Yes. Well, let's give them new locos anyway. And do you know what I'm tempted to do? Because we're going to probably be changing out some of the big boys. We're going to upgrade him to a big boy. He's going to need it for the climbs. And we've got faster wagons, haven't we? Choices have been made. Yes, get these on. They definitely might need this. We need to be around about the 2... Oh, we can do 252. That's lovely. Oh, I should have done some different colours. Never mind. Never mind, we'll just have it boring. No, we can't. There we go, guys. I quickly recolourified them. We're done. And we should be able to replace those. 60 million. That's fine. Get in there. But that's only 14 wagons as opposed to however many was on the other one. 16. Hopefully it didn't get rid of all the goods. Why did you drop... Never mind. Just go. It's probably buggy. That's fine. It's fine. That was full, right? I'm sure it said 252. I could be wrong. Guys, I could be wrong. It might have been the length I was looking at. It might have only been 100 and... Oh dear, I might have gone overboard with this. Look back on the video. You can drop a comment below. What did I do wrong? Probably a lot. Right, come on then. We can fast forward this now down to here. Because we slowed the actual date down a little bit. As you know, doesn't make any difference to our finances. In you get. I want you to unload there. I like this colour scheme. I'm happy with my choice. Can you fit on the platform? Easy. Easy. We're going to have to stop this train when it's empty and change its route. And come on, come on. Got him. Got him. Got him. Look at that. That's a game in itself. Now you need to go on a new route, so we need to create it. We do have an old line here, don't we? Yes, we do. We do have signalling there. So what I'd like to do is make use of this platform again. However, you're going to be heading back out. Oh, wait. I said I was going to bring another train up here, didn't I? The one that's going to the plastics factory was supposed to go up this way. But that isn't the case. It's going to be should it do the same thing? I don't know now. I think it possibly should. I think it should do what this one is doing, but instead take it down the plastics factory. We might need to adjust the size of our trains, however. That's alright. We can get that done. Yeah, you're going to do the same thing and head back up the main line, but without fuel. That sounds like a plan to me. And then we'll see how that works. I'm intrigued to see how that actually works out. I'm a little bit worried it's not going to work as intended. This way does need to be one way. You know, there's currently no way around. So let's indeed make us a new line then. We do have it playing again. Let's see what we can just see. This one. We're actually going to call this what we're going to call it. It is actually going to Bloomington, isn't it? Bloomington, not crude, it'll be refined oil freight. There we go. Because we're taking it to Bloomington. This time we actually are. And we can edit that line. Yes, we can just edit this line. Because we do want to go from here. However, we then want to go all the way down to... This is a journey. Guys, look at the state of that. Oh no, what are you playing it for, you Burke? Oh no. Never mind. Never mind. No, it stopped, isn't it? I didn't pause it. I stopped it, but pausing it's probably a good idea because the other train's catching up. Oh, do you know, sometimes I surprise myself at how terrible I am. Right, you want to go here. How are you getting there? And do you want to be that colour? You really do, don't you? Is there a darker one? Wouldn't mind. I'll tell you what, that one, dark blue. Are you just going to use the freight line? Look at you. You absolutely love it, don't you? And then after that, you're not going back that way. You are indeed heading up. Yeah, you would be heading up here. However, you need to go back and pick up some more of this crude. The only thing I've got an issue with this is, will it separate it on the platforms evenly? So this is where I'm debating whether to bring the shunter back in. Oh, it's a tough call, isn't it? Or even just have a new dedicated train doing all of that. And then we'd have to double track this. Because that's a journey. That is really a journey. I don't really want it doing that. I think you're just going to do a backwards and forwards job. Yeah, so we need to give it a new line. We can technically come round here and not double track it. However, just coming up here, I mean, it seems like the thing to do when you got this much money. Right, new plan, guys. We're going to do it this way, and we're not going to change that train over. You can just keep doing what you're doing. And yes, you just go. You're going to keep doing what you're doing. Because we're taking as much as we could ever take backwards and forwards from here. And messing with that could cause us some issues. So let's double track this finally. Kept saying I would. And now it's going to go all the way back up to the refinery here. I'm just pausing it for now while we build this so that we can get it active as soon as possible. And I'm actually going to go for the diesel on that run because we've got to see them, haven't we? We might be able to find some better places for it, but for now that's what it's going to do. Right, these are definitely one way. Are they on the right side? Yes, they are. You can now come up this way. In fact, wouldn't it be easier to do it like this? We'll pair them all up. And then we've got double tracked all the way up now. In fact, looking at it, there's a space here that we could do. Looking at it, you could do some weird stuff now, couldn't you? You could literally go straight through. That's kind of nice. We need to get rid of these signals. This one, at the very least. Not that one can stay. But I do want to draw in the switch here. Oh, actually, you didn't need to delete it. You could have just changed it, couldn't you? Not thinking today, guys. Right, get in there. That'll do, mate. We'll put a one way back in there, see? I could have just left it in there. You can just changed it to one way. Well, you're in now. You might have broke you, though. Oh, well, yeah. Sometimes laying a switch down does break the light. So in hindsight, it was probably a good idea. There we go. Now they're fixed. Let's just check these signals are working okay. Yes and yes. Right. I wonder if the new oil line has indeed chosen to do some bizarre stuff. Yes, you're not supposed to be going to over here though. Let's get rid of lower Hibbing. There we go, guys. That is perfect, isn't it? It's going to come up here solo anyway. So let's get us a train on that line and then we'll hit play. And let's build us that new diesel that I said I was going to build and then and ahed against it. I don't think that climb is quite as treacherous as the Hibbing climb that we have. So yes, we're doing it. We could always double head them as well if we need to. But I'm not even sure how much this is going to carry or going to request. Well, we can see, can't we? It's currently excellent. We can have these different colours. These are going to be taking some of that blue. Oh, I like all the blues on this. Let's have some greens on there, and it's a bit like the GT logo. No white though. We have no white. Oh, well, that colour. There we go. Now that should do, shouldn't it? Let's just keep it at that. I think it's still going to be too much, but we'll see. We'll see. We don't know yet. We can adjust it as need be. Okay, there we go. We're going to buy it. It's only 30,000 for that. It's rated good. I take it all back. You're a workhorse. A double-headed one of these would really haul some stuff. Very deceiving, isn't it? You get in there. I take it all back. That's the one you want to be on. Hopefully you can find your way there. Are you ready for it, guys? Got a new train. Now we're talking US railroads, aren't we? Oh, I love it. I love it. It's in a... It's very, very CSX. It's not for legal reasons. I would imagine they couldn't get the rights for that. That stuff is expensive. There we go. So there's our train. There is our train. He's on the way. Oh, isn't that wonderful? It looks like we can stand on all sorts of the train there. If we get on board, could we, can we like edge back? Oh, how high are we? We're on the nose there, aren't we? I want to get down. Sounds like I'm about to boogie. Oh, you're picking up speed. If we drop down like this, can we like sit down, have a sandwich? There we go. We can sit right on the front here, get our packed lunch out. I love it. Look around. Oh, isn't it beautiful out there on this map now? So where are we heading? I don't know where we can get to from here. We're heading to the Bloomington Annex, so we're heading all the way down to the freight line. We could technically get up there if we shot off the other way, but this will give the factory, the crude oil, the refined oil factory, a chance to get us some oil to take down. There goes a passenger train. We don't interfere with that. This is marvellous, isn't it? He's already up to speed. Look at that. That's beautiful. So 65 is about all these things can do. Maybe there'll be faster ones later on, but 65, I'll take it. It's amazingly nice, this train. I love it. I wonder if we'll scoot off. Yes, we will. There we go. There's the answer to that question. We flew through there. I like it. Who are you? Why are you going that way? Who are you? Aren't you supposed to come this way now? No, you're not. You Burke. You head over here. You spent a fortune building that. You might as well use it. Back in the day, now it wouldn't really matter, would it? Are we hemorrhaging money? No, you just brought some massive trains. Dear oh dear. Well, this train is going for it. What I'm intrigued to see is whether that kicks in production for us, because they are separate, these two lines. The orders wouldn't have gone back just yet. It's already consumed everything it's going to consume. And remember, we've left our trains alone. So we've got the same two trains doing this, except they're faster. They're not the same two trains, are they? No, they're faster trains. We might be able to turn that into just one giant train. We'll see, though. The only problem with that is we've got a drop-off here that we want to maintain. If we look at Hibbing's charts, how are we doing? We're kind of doing all right. I think bread could maybe be improved. 213. Well, we'll see. It might not be the actual delivery that's the issue. As we bring up the line, if that rate is way above, yeah, it's way above what they're requesting. Right then, so is the issue up here? Probably not, right? I think this is actually just running to 200. They're both full. They're both on the way here, and they've both got 200 rate. Ignore the balances. They make little to no sense, given the short time frame that it averages those out. Yeah, no, we're absolutely to max. There is nothing else we can do with that, unfortunately. Now, since you want some trucking, I thought this might actually be useful as a truck. I paused it. Don't hit spacebar. That's just a note to self. That's my pause button. This truck here, we could have that as a, it's sort of long haul, right? That's a bit of a journey. Compared to this to there and this to there, it's about the same thing. Should we do it? I know my voice was going higher and higher then. Should we give them a go? I mean, we could only have like a couple of them, I would imagine. Yeah, manage vehicles. Do you know what, guys? We're going to get rid of a couple that are empty. So let's get rid of you. We don't need these, do we? Sell that one. And we're going to sell this one while they're waiting. And I bet we can still keep the same rate, or roughly. Obviously, it won't be that now. It was like way over. But what we're going to do is going to replace these with these. These take 25 compared to 17. Lots of brake horsepower. They do weigh quite a bit more though. Let's do it. Okay, guys, we've got a slight issue with our what would it be, Wednesday night trucking? I'm sure many of you will know what I'm referencing there, Mr. Squirrel. Now, this is Wednesday night trucking, not Sunday night trucking. So, yes, we've got a problem. Did you just go? I mean, I think we've got too many trucks. So if we get rid of this truck, just here, is that the empty one? Get rid of him. There we go. Do you know, these remind me of when I was a kid in the UK and I was in awe of these trucks. I see them all the time now. I'm spoiled. They're still driving around. Workhorses. Some parking there. Don't give your friend any room. But yeah, Smokey and the Bandit. That's what these remind me of. I don't know whether they were the same truck. Why did I watch that? Are you going to leave? Or are we going to sit here for 3 days? Oh, do you know what we're waiting for, don't you? Well, there goes our truck. We've probably got way too many trucks on here now. It'll all depend, wouldn't it, once we get going. No, look at that. Rate, 198. That's not true, though, is it? That might change. Let's have a look over here. What do we need to match? Their demand is 213. I think we'll be alright, personally. I want to know where our grain trains are. They're both full. Oh, here comes one. I'm guessing you were caught behind traffic. Maybe that. The oil train there. It's going to go and pick up all the oil. Now, when I say we don't have issues on here and we can't deliver any more, it's not that it's being wasted, but I'm just double checking on that. It's more that we're waiting for it to fill us up and it's running at maximum speed. Oh, trees. This is running at maximum speed here. Yeah, 400. And there you go. That answers that. I feel like we're not taking as much and I was looking at the wrong numbers. It's entirely possible. I've been a bit confused lately. I don't know what's up with me. Anyway, you're taking 252. That concerns me a little bit. But they are faster, aren't they? It's a much quicker train. You know, there's one way to find out, isn't there? If we look at this... Yeah, we're not. Guys, we're not. Come back a second. I want you back in here if possible. I want to manage vehicles. We're going to modify them. Both of these. We're going to put a couple more on the back. I don't know whether it's true or not, but we're just going to add one more on the back for each. Right, replace those. Are we done? Modify. Yeah. Get you on there. It doesn't make me feel comfortable with it leaving stuff. Now, there's a reason that might leave stuff on there. I still don't think that's going to be enough. 440. Okay, that might be it, guys. That might be it. Because I would like these to wait at the platform at least a little bit each. So we're waiting for the production of the oil well, rather than just coming in and picking it up perfectly. Because you save quite a bit of money while your trains are sat there waiting. And then you know for absolute sure that you are There we go, guys. There's the answer to that. That you are picking up everything that it can throw at you. And you're not wasting any. Which is what we do with our grain trains down there. So they are starting to split it. There we go. They're starting to deliver some of their order. Is going to Bloomington Refined Oil. That's not going to make any money for a while, I would imagine. That's how we'll end today, I think, don't you? We'll get on board that lovely freight train with the wherever he is. Can't see him yet. Oh, it's going to be fun seeing him driving down the driving down. Yeah, driving down. What were you waiting for? Possibly this train that was heading up here. Yeah, there he is. Look, he's holding up the main line a little too much. I say we go ahead with this idea now because we've got yet another train. And then we're going to have another one as well. The question is, will it just fit like that? Because I'm pretty sure we are taking absolutely everything we can from here. Oh, look at it. It's split now. In fact, we're probably taking more than is being produced. Hey guys, look, they've spaced themselves out. We might actually be able to switch them to wait until full. And then we'll save a bit of money on those. Anyway, get back to what you're doing. Yeah, so we've got no worries about this being slow getting up here. Or can we get rid of that? You're not going to be able to have that in, are you? Pause it, sir. Pause it before you go making crazies. You get in here. Oh, we can go up the hill a bit. 40 mile an hour? Do we like the look of that? 40 mile an hour is alright, isn't it? That's a little quicker than actually coming in this way. In fact, do we even need that anymore? Yeah, just leave it in. You might as well leave it in, right? As though it's could possibly be used at some point. There we go. We've got a one-way signal there. However, what's happening is we get our other signals back here, isn't it? Yes. So we still go on the main line, except coming back, we don't cross over and then travel for a short distance and cross back again. This time we just cross where the grain train comes from, which is not all the time. We'll have to get rid of this. Yes, I know, you're not going to be happy about that just yet. We'll get you in there. We'll still need a way in. Leave it a bit there. 50. Yeah, that should be absolutely perfect. Right, and then we'll need two-way here. Although technically we won't. But let's pretend that it can be used for other things. Yes, I am happy with that. Guys. Will you... There you go. He uses it already. Look at that. That's lovely. That should just free up the trains there a little bit. I like that. What are you? You are the steel train. You're actually making us some money now, aren't you? Look at him go. And how is our factory doing? Yes. Basically, you're just keeping up. How long do you reckon that's going to take before Bloomington blooms? Oh, there we go. The traffic sorted itself out. I don't know what that was all about. Maybe when I was changing stuff. But now it's like... Oh, it could have been when we were changing the roads and I was deleting connections. But all of a sudden, it has all the destinations. It's super happy with us. In fact, Bloomington's going to go for it, isn't it? It's going to grow. That's a good place to be. So there we go, guys. We're extended to now pick up our plastics. Well, we don't pick them up yet, do we? We've provided our chemical factory. Is that what it's called? Yes, chemical plant with the awfully squeaky noise. Now, who takes that? You do. So if we click on the little location button, that will give us goods. And who takes goods? Yes, Grand Rapids takes goods. Thinking about that train, right? I know we said we're going to have boats. Maybe I'll do it as a little passenger boat from Grand Rapids all the way down to Minneapolis and Bloomington. Because we can get under these bridges, I think, can't we? Oh, I think I'm going to disappoint. We could have one from Bloomington, at the very least. Oh, I don't know about that either. check the water. No, guys, we can get under. To please everybody, so that we can have some boats, I will figure out a way, probably over... Oh, we can't get under that one. Awkward. Would have to bus people down somehow. Round here, I don't know. I'll work on it. I'll work on an idea. But we could have boats then. We can have them go all the way down here. Because it's green all the way. Oh, that's an exciting idea. But I think what we'll do next time is we're going to be over here electrifying this line. Do we want to do that? I think that's on the cards, isn't it? We've got to get those liners and metro liners. That's what this is going to look at like soon. It's going to all be electrified. There is definitely not time to do it today because I was faffing around with oil, but that's okay. I think we're going to be working quite well now. What do we do now? This still isn't keeping up, is it? Not even close. I guess before we do anything, that has to kick up a notch. Oh, look at that. That literally fits just snug in there. This train is just doing its thing. That train's doing its thing. We're really going to have to consider another train, aren't we? Because we're just wasting it at the moment. But how many trains? Just one? 4 of these running down that line is going to cause some issues. I will take a look at that and I'll try and figure it out for us. Ah, yes, that bridge is that bridge high enough? Could we even go down here? I know I'm distracted by boats now. No, I did it too low. But we can get to Minneapolis, I think. That one we can. This one. But we have to drop them off somewhere around here. Should we find our... where is our train? Where's our brand new train? There, he's just coming in now. And he's got some goods to take back. He's lovely, isn't he? Do we like that, guys? Do we go sit on like I was before? There we have it, guys. We have just left the oil refinery behind us. And we're heading down all the way to... We're probably not going to have an entirely full journey. That might take a while, but we'll see. Yeah, we're heading all the way to Bloomington Annex. Or the station that serves the chemical plant. I remembered. Thanks for watching today. It's been an interesting one playing with trains. And there's some unlocks that we have to sort out, don't we? Electrification is coming. We do have some Peterbilts on. And we'll take more of a look at them when we come back. And we also are going to have metro liners on. And we're going to get the electrification done in the next episode. So I hope you're looking forward to that. I am. It might be a bit tricky. We'll see. And until then, take care.